Name of this song, Seven Drunken Nights. We're only allowed to sing 5 of them, so here goes. Oh, as I went home on Monday night, by the door where my old horse should be, well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door where my old horse should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely sound that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more with a saddle on a sow should I never saw before. And as I went home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door where my old coat should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that coat behind the door where my old coat should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a woolen blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but buttons in a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns them boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see they're 2 lovely geranium pots me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but laces in geranium pots I never saw before. And as I went home on Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that head upon the bed where my old head should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a baby boy that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on sure I never saw before.
Hello folks and welcome to this week's episode of Paranormal Tech. We're out and about doing our first live investigation this week. Karen will join us on live chat. Our moderators are there as well. So good evening or good afternoon to you all. Hello to Mary T. Ellen. Hello to Alice Paris. Paranormal, I think it's just live chat went so quick. So today we brought you to our live investigation. Let me just turn the camera around here and we'll just say hello to everybody. So hello to Alice Paris, Rock FM. So Mary T. Allen. We don't expect many people to be watching us live today in this paranormal investigation, but our moderators will probably join us later on. Caroline won't unfortunately be joining us in this one because I've took the Wi-Fi with me. We're in this week's episode live. We're absolutely it's great to be able to go live here in this location because we're in the moment. You can see over my shoulder, that is where we're going to be investigating our investigation today. We don't know how long it's going to be. It could maybe only half an hour, it could be 40 minutes, it could be even possibility an hour, we don't know. I was just coming out to check the Wi-Fi in this locality here just to see up here. We're going out in a few minutes just to check out the area. So Caroline is there. Hello Paranormal Tech. I don't know how Caroline got her at the house. So hello, Caroline. Caroline got Wi-Fi, so Caroline is with us. So hello, Caroline. So the Wi-Fi is pretty good here. And Caroline said to me she had no Wi-Fi, but she's there now. Hello, Caroline. So she did join us. I don't know how she did it, but we're here. The location is quite good. You can see it up there, right up in the very top of the hill. We're in the middle of a forest. There's a river running down beside the mountain as well. So we're going to show you this location. We're going to have a quick run around, and we're going to see any history in relation to the castle. Just found out a small story coming in off a farmer at the head of the road, and I'm going to turn around the camera. It just came on, says Caroline. So Caroline's there. Say hello to Caroline. She's the missus at home. I don't know how she got Wi-Fi, but she got Wi-Fi. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you this area here, and we're going to show you the area, and we're going to tell you what the farmer said is there. So we're going to turn around the camera and we get talking to you in a few minutes. So there it is. This is where we are, and you can see you can see the river coming down there, guys. Let me know, Caroline, if you can hear me loud and clear, because I didn't even test. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. So there's the river coming up. That is the forest. We're right in between the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland. That is where we're located at the moment. We had to put on Aroma data to go live here, but I just want to show you what it's like. So there it is. This is the river coming up here. Coverage seems to be good. So Caroline, that's good. And here's the river coming up, and it goes all the way up. The river goes up, but up on top of there's a wee old castle up on top, and it took me a long time now to find this castle. And I'm going to give you the history about the castle in a couple of minutes. So we're going to walk up here and show you what it's all about. It's quite steep. So it's quite steep. So we're just going to take that off that in a minute. And we're going to walk up here. So it's quite steep. So you can see the river coming down here. This. Caroline says, yes, we heard you. So we'll talk to Caroline in a few minutes. You can see the river coming down there. This is the wooded area here coming through. So we're just going to it's great to get up here, but I'm just going to show you what it is. In relation to this place, as we're walking up here, let me tell you the story now in a few minutes. A few birds have been killed here. You can see it, been slaughtered. It's quite steep coming up here, up to this little castle. So we're going to make our way up to it. And you can see the river coming down there. It's quite steep. So we're going to make our way up to it. Try and make our way up. We're heading up that direction. I wouldn't say this place gets many people coming up to visit. But Ireland at the moment is quite mild. We're getting ready for the snow that's coming. Caroline said the snow is coming Saturday and Sunday. So we said we'll go out and about, and we'll show you a location now very soon. It's quite a big hill here now to get up here. So we're going to make a way up here now. If you fell, you're hooked. There's a quite drop down there. Right down there, you can see it. There's a fair old drop. But we have to make our way up this way. It's quite steep here. It's like St. Patrick's Hill. So we're just going to make our way up. Good job, Caroline didn't come here. Oh, Jesus. I want to tell you one thing. How am I going to get up there? Jesus. Good job, Caroline didn't come here. So we're up. We're making it up the hill, slowly but surely. And just show you there, it's all leaves. It's a fair spin up here, guys. We're trying to keep to the roots of the trees. We'll make our way up slowly. We're nearly there. So it's a big old hill to climb up here. We'll get up here now in a minute. We're nearly up. Oh Jesus, I tell you one thing, I'm fucked already. So there we go. That's what it is. And here we have a few old cows looking at me as well. And we'll show you the castle in a few minutes. Oh Jesus, I tell you one thing, that'll kill you. So I'm just going to stand that up there for a minute. I'm bollocks ready. So we're just going to put that there for a minute. There's a few cows in here coming in to say hello. Hello. How are you getting on? Huh? How's your mother? How are you getting on? Are you going to say hello? Huh? Come on. Come and say hello. Come on. What's he going to say hello to the cow? Come on. Here. Hello. No. Are you going to say hello? No. Come on. Come on. Come and say hello. No. Come on, say hello. Come on. Just going to walk him up. Come on. Come on. Wait till you can pet him. Are you going to let me pet you? Come on. Are you going to lick my hand? Come on. Are you going to lick my hand? Come on. Lick my hand. Ooh. Come on. No. So, right. So we're up and about. As you can see, it's a fair old climb to get up there. And there is an easier way, but I wanted to go down and see, can you pick the Wi-Fi down there, but Wi-Fi is quite good. And we're here. We're at the little wee castle. And we'll tell you the story about the castle in a couple of seconds. So just going to zoom away in before we do it. And in relation towards this castle, we're going to tell you in a few minutes. We'll give you a guided tour. Oh shite, I dropped the box. So let me just get that fixed now, guys. I'm only after dropping the box. And I don't know if I can fix it now. If I can fix it, we'll have a look. There you go, fixed. Right, in relation to the box, just give me a second, guys. Live television, of course. This is what happens. I just have to screw that back on, guys. But it's not broken. Right, so let me tell you about this wee castle. This, before we give you a guided tour. In Ireland, we have. I just said hello to everybody. Thank you for joining me in this live stream today. We didn't think we're going to get the live stream here because we're in the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland. And myself and Caroline spotted this castle a while back, and we didn't know how to get to it. So I went on Google Maps. I'd done a bit of routing, and I found it. I said to Caroline today, we've nothing on today. The weather is good today. The weather's going to change in Ireland, and Friday and Saturday it's going to get actually quite cold, and the snow is coming. So we said we'll come out here and we'll try and see is there any Wi-Fi out here. If the Wi-Fi is good, we'll do a quick paranormal investigation in it, and if it's bad, we'll just do a quick video about 20 minutes. And the Wi-Fi is quite good in it. So hello to Matt to UK. I can't stop, but I thought I would at least pop in and say hello. Thank you very much, Matt. Make sure you have a quick feedback, because this is what we're investigating today. We're going to do about a half an hour in this old castle, and we're going to do a few spirit box sessions. This castle, and people call them wee castles in Ireland. Some people call them lookout towers. Some people call them there's another name, fallows or something like that. There's another name for them, people call them. But people used to say that this little place goes back to the 1700s, possibly back to the 1690s, 1700s, this little wee castle. Some people call them lookout towers. Back in the time in Ireland, when Ireland had the army force and the guards back at the time when the policehood in Ireland, the people used to create little towers like these called lookout towers, and the locals and the guards and the army used to come in here, and they used to pop up here, because we're so close to the sea. The main river runs in from Newry here and out to the Irish Sea here, and this is where they used to say they call it lookout towers. But this place has actually 3 stories in it. 3 stories are gone, but the stairs are still here. So let's give you a quick look at the place first, and just move 1 or 2 things in case the cows come in. So we're just going to move 1 or 2 things because the cattle will try and get in here, and we're just going to put that stand there for a minute. We just don't want the cattle to come in and annoy us. We're just going to put the boom box there as well because the cattle will come in for a nosy. So here is the little wee castle here. You can have a quick look at it here now. So they call it, people here call them fallows, or they call it towers, and some people call them lookout towers. And I think there's a bit too much of a structure gone here for a lookout tower. Some people call them fallows or fallons towers, for lookout towers back in the 1700s. But there's actually 3 stories in it, as you can see, going up across. You can see the spire stairs coming up here, and we have 1 door coming in here, another door coming in here, another door coming in here, and possibly I'd say there are windows. 1 window, 2 windows, and you'll have 2 doors here. There were windows back in this time. You can see the holes here going all the way around. That is where the beams would have been shoved in to make the flooring, and you would have 1 floor, 2 floors. So you would have 2 floors. But if you could look up, you can see all the little wee windows up on top. possibly for lookouts, if there was a lookout tower for people for looking out on the river, and they covered the whole. It's like this castle. I'm going to call it a wee castle. It's a shape of a 50 pence piece. So we're just going to turn that around. So it's in the shape of a 50 pence piece, and it goes around like a shape of 50 pence piece. And we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, possibly 10 windows, 20 windows going around in a circle. And it more than likely probably was a lookout tower, but I say there's a lot of structure gone into this place, so I would possibility that people probably lived here as well. That could be a great possibility, I would say, because there's a lot of structure gone here. So let's keep on with the guided tour. Let's show you a guided tour before we do it. So let's keep it going. And there's a lot of wee steps here. We're going to go up there in a few minutes. We're going to walk out here as well. It's great to be able to go live and show you. Here's the cattle come and say hello. And you can see the way the structure have been. I love having a look at the wee structure here as well. And you can see the way the stones were built going up along. It's quite. I love looking at old buildings like this. There's possibility was an old chimney or something on here one time. You can hear there's an old bit of a flue going up here which to burn something. We'll show you outside what it looks like outside first. So you can see it there what it looks like. It's a bit of a round tower. We're just going to walk around here. The forest keeps going all the way up. There's a bit of a wee waterfall up there as well. You can see it, a bit of a waterfall up there at the top. But we're just going to show you more of this from the outside of it. You can see the wee tower here. You can see the wee tower coming there like that. And you can see how they had little windows in a round tower. Now, if this was a Fallon, I think it's, I don't know if Carling's there or if anybody's watching, they call it lookout. There's another name for lookout towers. It's called a Fallow or Fallon or something like that. But there's a bit too much of a structure going on here for a lookout tower, because the lookout towers in Ireland had just ordinarily a square building and maybe 2 or 3 windows, but there's a bit of a round tower going on here. There's a bit too much of a structure going on here. So I would say possibility people lived here back in its time. So we'll just show you more of the castle. You can see it up here in Ivy. And if you haven't seen our last investigation that we did an abandoned church in County Louth, and we went into the confession boxes. And I said, "Bless me, Father, for I have sins." And 3 days came through the spirit box, which I thought was quite amazing. As you see, there isn't much. It just goes around in the shape of 50 pence piece. It slopes down into the ground. So if I go down there, I'm going to go straight into the river. But there isn't much in it. So we just want to show you what it looks like from outside. And you can see the waterfall that's coming down here. It's goes right all the way up into the woods here. So we're going to try and show you as much as we can. We'll go back in here again into the building itself. So it's great to know that you can pick up Wi-Fi, and we're going to try a few of the stairs and see what happens. So let's go up the first stairs. I don't want the cattle to come in because I don't want it to touch the boombox. So let's go up here and we'll have a look. A wee old gander and show you what it looks like. Like this, how great it would have came up here like that, and you would have went out to your first floor here. That would have been the chimney originally for the one down I showed you a few minutes ago. You can see there's a kind of a hole here, so that would have created for a chimney for the place. You can see it here, look. So you would have walked out from here out to your first floor here. So your first floor would have been here. So I just want to try and show you what it's like. So you would have walked out to your first floor here. So you would have had all the windows to look out on your views. So that's kind of lookout tower, and the same up above. And they had more steps. So we're going to try and turn around here to these steps here. Try and go another bit. See, can we turn around? We can. So we'll go up to the next floor. There's more steps going up. As you can see how it was. So we'll make our way up to the next door. So you can see how they had the steps for a Fallon. I can't pronounce the name that the Irish people. She had another window here. I just think there's too much going on here for a lookout tower, to be honest, yeah. And we're up to the very top now. So this would have been the last floor, and you can see the cattle are down there. So that would have been the last lookout tower here. You can see, and you can see how you can see the beams up on top, and the beams would have been shoved in there, and they would have made the roof to stop the rain coming in. That's how it would have done at that time. So there'd been another tower. So that's where it was. So you had 2 floors, and one at the bottom would have been three sections in it. That's what it would have looked like. And the river and the sea just out the windows there. So probably was a lookout tower. more than likely. And that's what it's like up on top. You can see it. That's what it's like up on top. And then you have your wee stairs going all the way down. So let's just turn around the camera. So it's not big, it's not a huge place, but I just wanted to show you, because I love coming out showing people, because people forget about coming out to these places just like this. So you can see the structure of the place. If it was a lookout tower back in its time, the farmer says it goes back to the 1700s. So I'm just going to fix that in a minute now. I don't want it to just going to fix everything, make sure it doesn't fall out. So it goes back to the 70s. I'm not ignoring chat. Caroline's there to moderate the channel. Caroline's my partner, and she's there. You can see Paranormal Tech coming up with the king. We do have moderators on the channel as well to say hello to you guys if you're joining us for the first time. So this goes back to the 1700s. A Fallon, or there's another name for a lookout tower. I forget the name. I had it come in my head, but I think there's too much going on here to be a lookout tower. There's too much work gone into it. Because in Ireland we have loads of these little castles for lookout towers, and you mostly find them around the coast of Ireland beside the sea, where back to World War I to World War II, and what happens is that they built these little castles like this for people from the local communities, and the guards and the army used to come here, and they used to do a rota, like a time rota, and people used to look out in the windows to make sure there was any ships coming in or any invaders. But these yokes were invaded back in World War I and World War II, and it is quite high. It's about possibly 150 foot high, and we're up at the very top. So we're just going to turn on the camera again, but about 150 foot high. And that's what it is, about 150 foot, and we're up at the top floor. That's what it is. So we're going to make our way down now, and we're going to do a quick spirit box session, and we'll see what happens. And we'll do a spirit box session here in the towers as well, because you never know what will happen. I just wanted to bring this investigation to you. Every investigation is going to be different, but I just think there's too much going on here for a lookout tower, because it's well built. You know what I mean? So we're going to start our spirit box session down. As you can see, everything is missing, so you have to be very careful and mind your steps how you're coming down to get down here. You have to be very, very careful that you don't slip, because if you slip, you're fucked. You can see it there. Look at that for a drop. But there definitely was a chimney created here for the army men, or whoever who is based in here. So we jumped across there, and I actually think someone put that big stone there from stopping people from falling down. But that was actually a chimney, I would say. You can see it, and that probably went up on top. So we're going to go right down, and we'll probably do our spirit box session here on the step. We'll be in the boombox now in a second. But definitely there's too much going on here. Too much work going on here for a lookout tower. Definitely too much going on. So as you can see, that's where we were way up there. So we're just going to take the boombox, and we'll do a spirit box session now in a couple of seconds. So I just want to show you what it looks like. It's well down in the middle of nowhere. So what we'll do, we'll get your earphones in. If you haven't seen any of our spirit box sessions yet, we do highly recommend to put in your earphones now, because when we put in the earphones, you're going to hear better than I am. I'm going to put on the spirit box session, and I'm going to let it run on for a couple of minutes and see, do we pick it up. I'll point the camera around in the location and see what letting happen. So I'm going to put on the first spirit box session. I'm going to walk around and see, do we pick up it, and I'll put the speaker to the microphone, and you probably hear quicker than I am. So that's what we're going to do first. So we're going to put on the first spirit box session now. I'm going to turn around the camera, guys, and you're going to experience exactly the same way. That's why I like to go live, so you guys can experience as whatever I experience, you're going to experience as well. So hello, cow. You go say hello. So on goes the spirit box session, and it's scanning out. So we're going to sit back now and let it happen. So earphones in, guys. Good evening, spirits. My name is Philip from Paranormal Tech. I'm here today.
Hello.
I got a hello there. My name is Philip. I'm from Clogherhead. I'm here today to show the people this Foley, I think they're pronouncing. It was used back in the 1700s in relation to World War I, World War II, as a lookout tower. People call it a Foley. I call it a castle. and anywhere there was a bit of history in relation to old stone buildings, a bit of a tower, there's a bit of history, and where there's history, we always have a bit of paranormal. My name is Philip. I come with love, joy and respect. Mean no harm. If there's any spirits in this foley today, can you come forward, please? In relation to this...
You already found a place.
I found the place. Do you hear that, guys? I found the place. Do you hear that? I found the place. Yes, I found the place. Took me a while to find it. Did you all hear that at home? You found the place.
Oh, God.
Can you tell me anything in relation to this foley? What happened here back in the 1700s? Can you come say hello to Philip? My name is Philip. You see the cow?
Don't. You were telling.
Do you see the cows?
Is
Stone here. Now, I don't know, guys, did you hear it? He found the place. I don't know, did you hear that in the spirit box session? I found the place, came in when I scanned it. And the first thing that came through the spirit box was, I found the place. So we're just going to keep it going for a minute. Spirits, please do not be offended for me coming here to the... Please do not be offended for me coming here today. I'm only here to show people of the world this foley in Ireland. Can you come forward, please? So the first word we got in the spirit box was he found the place, and I use this.
Michael.
Michael. It's an Irish name. Come to him. Michael. Is your name Michael? Is your name Michael? So just letting you know, there's Gilligan. Hello, Gilligan. Caroline's there with you as well. I wasn't supposed to go live, be honest, because
Where was this?
the Wi-Fi. I didn't really think the Wi-Fi was going to work here, and I was only coming out here to do a pre-recording. And this is an old hello Life After Life TV. We just turned down the device for a couple of seconds, so we get talking to you guys. Just let me turn down the device a second. So we're out. What have we missed? So we're actually only after starting, and there's 5 people joined us now. So what is Caroline says who said this, and Life After Life, Mary T. Allen and Caroline, we're all there watching it, and Gilligan is here as well. So I've decided, it took me a while to find this place. It's an old foley in between the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland, just outside Newry. And it's an old foley. So people call them castles, some people call them foleys. And in Ireland, all around the sea coast of Ireland, there's all small little wee castles built, and some people call them foleys. And this castle, I'm going to call it like wee castle foley. And there's too much structure going on here to be a foley, because the foleys that I have seen have only about 2 stories, and they were only a square or really a round building. But this one has a little tower coming up, and there's little spire stairs coming up. So I think there's a bit too much work going into this foley. Foleys were created back in the 1700s as lookout towers in relation back to World War One and World War Two, and in relation to people coming in off the seas. That's where they were built, and the people used to have lookout towers looking out at the rivers and seas to see if there was anything coming in off the sea, and they were named as foleys. But I just think this little castle is in the middle of a wood between Newry. There's actually another one not too far away from here. Hopefully we might be able to do that next week. So I decided to come out here today to come out and have a look at it. And I said I'd try the Wi-Fi. Karen said go out and see if the Wi-Fi works. If the Wi-Fi works, it works. If it doesn't work, just do 20 minutes of pre-record. So I'm out here doing a live investigation. This is this week's investigation. The weather's about to change in Ireland. It's promised to get very, very cold. Snow is coming in on Saturday and Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another quick spirit box session here. The word I got, I only got one word in relation to the spirit box is he found this place. That came through it. So, and I heard the word Michael came through it. We're just going to let it go. We'll do another scan. We'll turn it up, and we'll give you another guided tour around the place. And we'll walk around the woods, and we'll come back and we'll do another session then as well. So we're just going to redo the spirit box, and we're going to turn it up. And let's see, do we pick it? No. So it's on now. So I'll turn it around now and let you experience it. And I'll turn the camera around so you don't have to see me. There's a few cows here, that's all. So we'll turn around the camera and let you experience it yourself. Good evening, spirits. My name is Philip from Paranormal Tech. I'm out here in this Folly Castle. Is there any spirits in this castle today? People call them the Follies. They were lookout towers back in the 1700s. Is there any spirits here that wish to try and communicate with me and say hello to me? Can you say hello to me?
Closes will be. Didn't hear you.
Doesn't matter.
I said I didn't hear you. Can you say hello to Philip? My name is Philip. Can you say hello to me?
Tell me how to.
Were you involved in the lookout tower here?
Restaurant.
You can see an old window here, guys. Just gonna go down these steps here. My name is Philip. I come with love, joy and respect. Me no harm. I wanted to come out today and show the people of the world in Ireland this old Foley Castle, known as the lookout.
Last time.
Known as the lookout tower. And I want to try and communicate if there's any spirits in relation to this castle. Can you come forward, please? My name is Philip. So we're going to let it scan for a minute. We're going to walk around to give you a view of the area, guys.
Also study.
There's a river down there. You can see it way down there. You can see the forest here, guys. Any spirits here with me now? Any spirits can come forward. My name is Philip. You don't see till we pick it up, guys. I'm going to go down here another bit, show you the waterfall. Caroline was there.
Flowers.
So the flowers come through.
If you don't.
Do you like flowers? Do you like flowers? That it is. I know Life After Life TV is there, and you know a bit about your Foleys. Do you not think there's a bit too much going on there for a Foley? I think so. It's a shape of a 50p piece, and you can see the bit to the left has a round tower. Has a round tower going up to it. And that's the village.
Looks like.
That's Newry town in there behind me. So just gonna hear another bit.
Please.
So the word please has come through. I don't know if you can hear the spirit box now, guys, or not. I said I just want to come out and show you guys.
Would be.
I think that's okay.
Is there any spirits here wish to say hello to Philip? This was built back in the 1700s, I was told.
The bush.
Was this a watch out tower? Back in the 1700s? There's the sea down there to the right. Can any spirits come forward and tell me in relation to this history of this place? There's a bit of a chimney here, guys, in this corner here. You can see it here. I'm just going to walk up here another bit. Something's telling me to walk this way. I'm just going to walk up this way and we'll go back to it again in a minute. I'm going to let the spirit session run on for a few minutes. I'm going to go up here towards the waterfall. I'll show you the waterfall, guys. I'm going to let the spirit box run through this session for a couple of minutes, and we'll come back to the spirit box session then, and we'll use the other one then. I'm just going to walk up here and show you a quick view of the waterfall. There's kind of a waterfall feature here. We'll see how far we can get to it as well, and then we'll walk back towards the little foley then. Show you this. The word good and bad has come through the spirit box.
Next to my. Think about it.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes. The reason.
Can you give me the reasons why that little castle was built?
Fish sandal. Fish sandal. Fish sandal. Fish sandal. Fish sandal.
We'll just try and go here another bit. We'll show you this, guys. The word fish sandwich came through that.
Book and.
This is our investigation, by the way, for this week. I just want to do something different. I don't know, we're not guaranteed to pick up paranormal activity every time, but something different. There's a fair drop down there, guys.
I switched it.
Look at that.
Brass.
Say energy, the water gives spirits energy, so just gonna.
Ben.
So we'll see. Should have walked down here and have a quick look. Something different.
You're fit.
Quite amazing. I like that. There's now a chair here to sit down here. You can see how the water runs down. Something different. As I said, the channel's not all about paranormal activity. I have the wellies on. I wonder is that deep? Oh. Might find gold here. Oh, I have the wellies on anyway.
Who's that?
Look at that. There's a nice photograph there, isn't there? If I had a shovel now, I'd be digging for gold. I'd be like a leprechaun in Ireland. Look at that. It's different. That's not after saying Caroline. That's just said Buddha. You can see it coming down there. So it's something different. You can see how the waterfall comes down there, goes right down and drops all the way down. Something different. Quite nice, actually. That waterfall's life after I say it should be good for an EVP. We'll definitely pick up an EVP here. Jesus. Oh.
You think you.
That just said thank you. So we're just going to walk down here back towards the castle again. Should I show you that? Something different, a big old log here. You can sit down there and nice and peaceful. So I just want to something different. You can see how it runs all the way down.
Later.
So just letting that ramble on there. You just see you later. That's it. There's a fair old drop down there now. The drop there, I say, could be about 20 foot, possibly more.
Very simple.
Oh, you do it.
There's a fair drop down there now. So we're going to walk down here. I did spot something there a few minutes ago, but I'm going to walk down here another bit more. Then I'm going to tell you a wee hour story. And then we'll do two more spirit boxes, and then we'll finish it up then. But just I wanted to come out here. It took me ages to find this place.
After the.
But we found it. So we're going to walk through here a few minutes. I wouldn't recommend kids to come out here because it's quite dangerous.
Find a job.
That just said find a job. Unfortunately, My back is gone. No job for me. So we're going to go in here now and we're going to do 2 more spirit box sessions before we finish up. But Life After Life is there, so she'll understand what I'm going to say next. In Ireland, we like to have the crack. And we like to have the bit of fun as well. So when we go out doing our paranormal investigations, we like to show the areas where we go and do our investigations, like this little wee place here. But we like to have the crack as well, and we like to have the fun. But in Ireland, we like to pull the piss out of people as well, and we have the crack. But in Ireland, we stay in, where is the place I'm trying to think of now? It's up in Donegal. Is it? Not in Donegal. I'm trying to think of the name. Cavan, up in Cavan. People of Ireland say that the tightest people with their money are Cavan people, and people pull the piss out of the Cavan people. How will I say to you is that people say, well, if they met a Cavan person in town, they say a Cavan person will eat an orange, but he'd peel it in his pocket so he wouldn't have to share with anyone, like that. Or if he had to eat his dinner, he'd eat it in the drawer, like that. They pull the piss on, but the Cavan people enjoy it. And recently I knew a man, his name was Jonathan Smith. He was from Cavan, but he passed away. We used to always have him. And unfortunately he passed away, and he arrived to the gates of heaven, and Joseph opened the gates, and Vincent says hello to Joseph, and Joseph turned around and says, he said, "Who are you?" "I'm Jonathan Smith, I'm from Cavan." And Joseph turned around and says, "Your name's not on the list. If your name's not on the list, you can't come in." And he said, "My name is on the list," he says, "so I have to get in." So he said, "Name 2 things," he says, "that you did well in relation to helping out the poor." So Jonathan Smith turned around and said to St. Joseph, he said, "When I was up in Galway," he says, "last Christmas, and I was doing my Christmas shopping," he says, "I went into Supermax," he says, "and I bought a Mighty McBeal and a curry chip and a large Coke." And St. Joseph said, "Well, yes, go on." And he says, "On the way out," he says, "I tried to catch the bus back to Hetford," he says, "and I was chewing on a burger," he says, "and I met a beggar outside Supermax in a cardboard box," he says, "and he asked me could I spare some change for a Happy Meal." So, and St. Joseph turned around and said to him, he says, "And what did you give him?" He says, "I give him 15. And St. Joseph said, "Geez, that's very good of you." So he says, "Give me one more example now," he says, "and if I'm happy enough, I'll let you through the gates." So he says, "I was in Dublin," he says, "this year doing the Christmas shopping," he says, and I met another beggar in the middle of the town. He said, "Can I have change for cans?" And he turned around and said, "What did you do with him?" He said, "Well, at the moment," he said, "I had a can of Coke in my pocket, and I was halfway through a can of Lucozade, and I turned around," he says, "and I gave him the half can of Lucozade, and I gave him 15 cents as well." And St. Joseph said, "15 cents?" He said, "Yeah, 15 cents. So you only gave him 30 cents altogether?" He said, "That's right." So St. Joseph thought he'd give him €15, but it's 15 cents. So he gave him 30 cents altogether. So he went back into the boss himself. He went in and he said, "Lord," he says, "I have a Cavan man here named Jonathan Smith here." He says, "His name's not on the list." And the Lord said, he said, "Well, if his name's not on the list," he said, "he can't come in." But he said, I asked him, could he name 2 things that he did good in relation to charity, and he told him that he'd give him 15 cents to a beggar in Galway, and he gave him 15 cents to a beggar in Dublin, he says, and he says that can he come in? He said, "Well, you know what you do now?" He says, "Go back now and give him the 60 cents and send him back to hell." I heard that joke on the radio that day, so I said I wanted to share it. I know it's a bit dry, but anyway, back to this. Back to this one. So in other words, people like to pull the piss out of the Cavan people. But this is the old Foley anyway, and it's, to me, it looks like a 50p piece shape. I'm just going to show you now before we round it up. You can see there's a door there, and there's another window up there. It's all covered in ivy, so on. So we're just going to give you a guided tour around the place. We'll do 2 more spirit box sessions, and then we'll finish it up. But it's a nice wee place to come to. Very, very unusual to see it up here in the woods. Just think it's different. And there's Cavan down there. So we're just going to go down here. We'll do 2 more spirit box sessions here, and then we'll finish it up. So we'll go back here again where we were. So that is the tower. You can see it all the way. So we have the spirit box. We'll just go back up here. Let's go back up here again, and we'll finish it off up here. Oh, Jesus. It's quite dangerous now here, but you can keep going up the stairs and you can go up here to the other one as well. Up here. And we'll go up here again. And this time we'll do the spirit box session up in the other half. So we'll keep going up here. Up to this one. And more steps going all the way up. There's another window here. So we'll sit here now and we'll do the last 2 spirit box sessions on this step here. So yes came through. So we're up at the very top again. Right, so we're up at the very top. Be careful, says Gilligan. We're up here. You can see how it is up here. Up at the very top up here. And you can see the steps that come up here. So let's try and finish it off up here now. We'll do 2 more spirit box sessions here and see. Sometimes when you're doing investigations like this, I just like to come out and have a nosy and see the Wi-Fi. And we have the spirit box session on. It's running now as we speak. We're going to let this one run for a minute. Then we're going to put on my spirit box app, and then we'll finish it up. So we're just going to see that we pick it up here. Sometimes we do, if we concentrate. I'm not good with heights, says Life After Life TV. Sometimes when we do concentrate on the spirit box session, it can happen. Not guaranteed it's going to happen all the time. So let's give it a go with this one, and then we move on.
Usually good.
Yeah, it's usually good. So let's go. Spirits off this folly castle, lookout tower, castle, house, whatever we want to call it. My name is. I'm all right. It says. My name is Philip.
Canis up.
I don't know what that is. That comes in through a lot. My name is Philip. My name is Philip. Were you in part of this invention of this folly?
Okay.
Is there any spirits in this folly today? Can you come forward? Any spirits here? Any spirits coming up that stairs?
In a moment.
In a moment, it says. In a moment, on that. Is there any spirits on that stairs? If so, can you give me your name? Can you try and use the device I have?
I swear.
We're going.
I believe there's a man here. What's your name? My name is Philip.
No.
Come on.
No.
Speak to me. I know you're here.
Clock. I'll be doing.
How many spirits? Can you give me a number? How many spirits are here in this folly? Can you give me a name? What is your name?
Or a big one.
Can you give me your name? My name is Philip. Were you involved here in the lookout tower?
Sorry. Really not.
Come on, try and communicate with me, please. I'm going to change it over to another device now. I just want to try and show the people some history in relation to this tower.
Number right.
A number right? What's a number right? Can you tell me? What's a number right? Come on. Did you look out these windows? Were you
I'm a
involved?
student.
Are you a student? Come on. What's your name? Can you give me your name?
Your job?
I don't know what it's saying. Can you give me your name? I don't know what it's saying actually.
Closer.
Closer. If I go any closer, I'll be dead.
Cross this.
Well, I know across that river there's another folly in the woods, and across there is the Bluebell's house. If you remember that, another investigation. It's not too far away from here either. So let's turn.
Ages.
It says what ages. So let's turn around.
King 9.
That's a King 9. I think it says King 9. We're just gonna let it one more second to see is it going to work. Spirits, can you try and communicate with me, please? My name is Philip.
I'm not.
It's from Amazon.
I don't know what that's saying.
It's okay.
There is no way I can put up that height and look down. Yeah, actually it's quite high. It's going to put on the light here because it might look better.
Okay.
Okay, so just try it one more time. Spirits, can you give me any indication of this castle, please?
Okay.
My name is Philip. I come with love, joy, and respect. To mean no harm. Can you try and communicate with me, please?
To know what the
So, as I said, you're not guaranteed that it's going to work every time. So we're going to put on my spirit box app now, and we're going to get. So we're going to knock that off, and we're going to put on my one now, and we're going to scan my one for a minute, and then we'll play a bit of music, and we'll give you a guided tour of the place before we finish up. This is this week's live investigation because we've hospital appointments with Caroline because we've only about 13 weeks away from the baby coming, so we'll be busy. So this is this week's investigation. Next week we'll probably do a monastery in Ireland and around the graveyard and show you the monastery. That's probably going to be next week's live investigation. It's a medieval monastery. That's going to be next week's one. So we're going to scan this one now and let's see what happens. Good evening, spirits. My name is Philip.
Holding it.
Can you say my name, Philip? Can you say Philip? Start it off. Be great. Is this a Folly Castle? Was it used for a lookout tower? Was this a lookout tower? Was this a lookout tower back in the 1700s? Can you try and communicate with me? Try and use the device I have in my hand. Please try and use it. Try and communicate with me, please.
That was.
Who worked here? Who worked here? Who worked here? Can you give me your name? Can you give me your name? Are you allowed to give me your name?
Yes.
Anybody get killed here at this location? Anybody get killed here at this location? Anybody killed here at this location, spirits? Come on. So for some reason it stopped. Usually when it stops, something's going to happen. So, Anne Reeves is here. Yeah, we weren't supposed to go live till 3 o'clock, Anne, and Caroline sent me out and we check out the Wi-Fi location here in this Folly Castle. It was a lookout tower back in the 1700s, and it's 3 stories high. There's a spiral stairs coming up. You have to do a bit of climbing to get up to it, but a lovely place to come to. Great coverage here. So we're just going to try and do a spirit box session. Spirits, has anybody ever been killed at this location? Has anyone ever been killed here? Me, it says. Me. Who's me? Maeve. Was this a lookout tower? Was this a look? Was this a lookout tower? So that spirit box is running quite quick. It's very hard to pick up the messages that are coming through in it. But we'll give it one more go. Is there any spirits here in this castle tonight? Anybody here? Did you work? Did you work here? Did you work here? The water? There is water. There is water here. Did you work here?
Okay.
So the word "okay" has come true. Not guarantee it's going to work. It's going to work every time. Spirits, my name is Philip. Before I finish, I was just trying to come here today to see can we go live, which we were able to go live. A beautiful location here. the Folly Castle, a lookout tower back in the 1700s, right on the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland. Hey Philip, I will forgive you for being early. I said to come early because I want to get home early with Caroline. So we're just going to try one more spirit box and we'll see what happens. Spirit, your last chance to say hello to me. Dale Howard says good morning. For some reason, it won't let me scan it in that device. We're just going to give it one more go.
People, you
Has anyone ever been killed here at this location? My name is Philip. Can you say my name, Philip?
Yes.
Anyway, that is the spirit box. We did 2, and today was mostly to come out and say hello to you guys. It was a new location. It's nice to show a different location. What I'm going to do is going to play a bit of music now, and what I'm going to do is going to give you a look at the place before we finish up, and take in the views, guys, because I have that knocked off. There isn't really much in relation to the paranormal, but it was great to get out and have a look at the spot. So what I'm going to do is going to play a wee song now, if it'll let me into it, and we're going to give you a guided tour of the place, and then we'll talk before we finish. Just waiting for it. It was nice to come out here to the spot. I said to come out today because the weather conditions are about to change in Ireland. I didn't even think we were going to get Wi-Fi here, but we did. So it's great to get the Wi-Fi. The phone is playing puck. Usually when the phone playing puck, something is going to happen. I'm going to turn around the camera now so you can see what's going to happen. And we're going to play a wee out song, show you a good guided tour because I wasn't here at the beginning. And we'll see what happens. Phone is quite playing puck at the moment, and I don't know why. As I said, we're in the in between Ireland and Northern Ireland, so it's sometimes it's hard to pick up the Wi-Fi. So we won't complain. So I'm just going to show you that while we're waiting for it to load up. So we're going to give you a guided tour now, guys, and we'll talk to you when it's finished.
I were on yonder hill. It's there I'd sit and cry my fill, and every tear would turn a mill. It's good morning slide. I'll sell my rock, I'll sell my wheel, I'll sell my only spinning wheel. Buy my love a sword of steel. He's got shape to He's going to I'll dye my petticoats, I'll dye them red, and it's round the world I'll bear beg for bread until my parents would wish me dead. He's going to morning slow. I wish I had my heart again, and vainly think I'd not complain. He's going to morning slow. And now my love has gone to France to try his fortune to advance. If he ever comes back, 'tis but a chance. He's going to morning slow. He's going to morning slow.
Right, folks, that is it. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to walk up towards the castle now. Next week's live will be in a medieval monastery in Ireland. That will be sometime next week. So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Caroline. Thank you very much for enjoying it, and I hope you're going to enjoy this one. And we will see you in a couple of minutes, guys. And we're going to walk up to the chapel now, or the little tower now, and we'll finish it up. So join me next week in the medieval monastery in Ireland. This week was just out and about to show you this little Foley castle in the middle of a wood between Ireland and Northern Ireland. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you next week. We hope you enjoyed this song.
This song is the 7 Drunken Nights.
So we'll see you soon, guys.
So here goes. Oh, as I went home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door, where my old horse should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owned that horse outside the door, where my old horse should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, with a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door, where my old coat should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that coat behind the door, where my old coat should be?
Hey, everybody. Ah, you drunk, you silly old skunk. Well, I cannot see. That's a winter market that my mother said to me.
Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but buttons in a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe wife should be. Aye, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see that lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw two boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns them boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be? Aye, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. They're two lovely geranium pots my mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, with laces in geranium pots I never saw before. And as I went home on Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed, where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that head upon the bed, where my old head should be?
Oh,
You're drunk, you silly old fool.
Then I
Cannot see that's a baby boy that my mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on, sure I never saw before.
Right, so that's folks, that is it. That is our live stream done for this week. We won't be going anywhere else because the weather is about to change in Ireland. The weather conditions are going to be quite cold, and the roads are going to be dangerous. So we said we'll come out today. We've no school run. It's going to knock off this, keep this phone going. So we said we'll come out and we do this. It wasn't more of an investigation. It was more to get out and about and to show you the location of a Foley in Ireland. And I think there's a bit too much going on here to be a Foley. I'm just trying to knock off the phone. When you're trying to knock off these devices, they won't knock off when you want them. Will it work now? It will. Just give it a second. There you go. I want to knock them off because when you're at home it takes ages and ages to charge them. So that is it. That is our live investigation. If you're only after joining it, go back and look at it. It is a wee Irish castle in between Ireland and Northern Ireland, just outside Newry, and people call them folly castles, where there were lookout towers back in the 1700s. We just came out today to see there was a Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi actually is quite good. Maybe this place may be more paranormal activity, more nighttime. We might have to come back and try it. But we just came out to have a look and see if it was any good. We didn't really pick much up on the spirit box sessions, but we want to see if it was alive, so we can go live here. So maybe we might come back at night time and see what happens. You never know. So next week live investigation will be in a medieval monastery in Ireland somewhere. So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Caroline. We hope you enjoyed it. It was out and about, and we thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you soon. Slán agus Bye bye, and we'll see you soon. God bless. See you soon. Bye bye.